Emotional cheating. Ladies, this is not an unusual topic. And in fact, at the Marriage Foundation, we get a lot of people writing to us, a lot of ladies writing to us because their husbands did a lot more than emotional cheating and they want some good advice. I'm going to try and give you the best advice that you'll ever get anywhere. And to be honest with you, this is our wheelhouse, as they say. This is what we do at the Marriage Foundation. We help a lot of women restore their marriages after their husband has cheated on them, oftentimes when their husbands are in active affairs and don't want to stop. I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. And before I did this, I was a divorce mediator until 2001. So we've been saving thousands of marriages. And quite frankly, I'm blessed with every marriage that I can help, and I want to help yours too. So let's talk about why your husband is cheating. Now, I'm not going to blame you. Some people, some women, even men, misinterpret what I'm going to say. So I'm going to choose my words as carefully as I can. It is not, and this is how I'm going to phrase it. It's not your fault that your husband cheated. A. B. You can do something about it. You could take responsibility for changing your marriage so that cheating is nothing he would ever consider. And C, he's going to pay for what he's done. But I don't want you to be the agent of his karma. Do you understand what I'm saying? You see, there's no end to the mistakes we make as human beings. We all have karma, good karma and bad karma. And most of us have mostly good karma, but the bad karma hurts when it comes to us. And when it comes to us, we should consider that bad karma in two ways. One, it's letting us know that we're paying off our karmic debt for something. That's A. And B, it's a sign of something that we can change within ourselves. And here's where people start thinking, oh, he's blaming the wife. I am not blaming you for your husband cheating on you. So let's get into this a little differently. Your husband is cheating on you, and follow the logic here. Your husband is cheating on you because he doesn't get everything that he needs from the marriage. This is not necessarily subjective. A lot of psychologists today think it's subjective. Oh, your husband is a narcissist. Oh, your husband is a serial cheater. Oh, your husband is this. Your husband is that. I've been doing this for a very long time. For 8 years, as I was developing the system that we have at the Marriage Foundation and the principles and all of the instruction that are in the 2 books I've written in our online course, I never labeled a husband. I never labeled a wife. I don't think it's right to do that, because then what you're doing is you're taking this paintbrush and you're calling your husband a name, and that's going to be what stands out to you, and then he's going to pick up on it, and it's going to be negative, which is why usually marriage counseling doesn't work, because they like to blame, assign blame, and all of that. We don't do that. What we want to do is we want to start from where we are right now. Right now, your husband is in an emotional affair. What do you do? Number one, I'm going to give you some don't do's. Don't bring it up. No matter how tempting it is, no matter what you've seen on his phone or heard on the grapevine, don't bring it up. For sure, don't confront him with this information. I know it's trendy. A lot of people say, well, I don't want to be cheated on. I'm for sure going to let him know. You can do that, but it's going to have a boomerang negative effect on your relationship with him. It's not going to help your relationship. So come back to what it is you actually want. Do you want to win an argument, and this is a big argument, or do you want to transform your marriage so that cheating is something that he would never, ever consider? What I'm talking about is transforming your marriage into what you first wanted when you first got married. And I can tell you what that is. You wanted to be happy. It's so simple. You fell in love with this man, and the love helped you see his better qualities, and the love became more important to you than his negative qualities. You may have even seen that he had a latent tendency to look at other women, but because you fell in love, you put that aside. And that's the right thing to do, but it's not the only thing to do, because what you want to do is you want to have a marriage that is growing. Growing in what? What does that mean? It means growing in happiness and love. And a lot of people, thanks to misunderstandings from marriage experts, so called, they tell you, no, you got to fix this. You got to deal with this. I say, and I've proven, no. What you have to do is you have to learn how to live your marriage in a better way, the right way, to be honest with you. It's marriage can be analyzed scientifically, just like a car. You get in a car, if you operate it correctly, you're safe. It'll take you where you're going in comfort, and everything will be okay. It's a machine. It has a mechanical component, many mechanical components to it. And so does your marriage. But what's happened in your marriage, and I can't tell you specifically, but what has happened in your marriage as it's gone flat. Your husband is not excited to see you. He may pretend to be, but he's not, or he would never consider looking at another woman, much less having an emotional affair with another woman. And this is not uncommon. And it really all goes back to one common denominator: a lack of true marital education. So, for instance, in our books, and we'll get into this later, at the end of the video, we have offerings. But what I emphasize is that people learn how to be married as they are uplifting themselves out of the swamp of suffering that they and their husband have pulled themselves into through lack of knowledge. You're not bad. Your husband's not bad. He's going to pay for this emotional affair. You can't avoid karma. It's always going to come. But it's not your job to point out his mistakes. It's not your job to deliver his karma, his punishment. You're his wife. It's your job, you might say, regardless of how he behaves, to be loving, supportive, nurturing, all the things that he married you for. That's your job. Just like it's his job to protect you, stay loyal to you, and be loving, responsive to you. But all that has disappeared. Why? Because we don't get taught these empirical principles. And so now, what do? Okay, now we're going to look at the offerings that we have. But before we do that, I'm going to give you, I already have given you a tip of what you shouldn't do. And what you should do on the positive side, remember, this is just a YouTube video, but on the positive side, is you should go back to how you treated him when you first got together, how you adored him, how you did little things for him, how you greeted him when you saw him, how you contacted him during the day and let him know. Now, here's the problem with that. You can't just take that advice and apply it, because he's going to go, what's going on here? And so the way I approach this to avoid this feeling of faking it is, especially in our course, we teach you how to develop these inner qualities that then manifest outwardly, because that's where it's at. You have a marriage. You have no idea how amazing it can be. I'm here to tell you that there is such a thing as marital bliss. It's not reserved for only the few chosen perfect people. It's for all of us. And you can learn how to do it. I'm Paul Friedman. Now we're going to go into the offerings that we have. I'm Paul Friedman. Before we go there, and if you've heard the offerings before, then just like this video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. It helps the algorithm. And leave a comment if you wish. And the comment could be a question. I'm very happy to respond to you. And if you want something more deep or, quick question, you could go to our website and go to our Ask a Counselor link, and you'll get a response from one of the counselors I've trained. Again, I'm Paul Friedman. I'm so grateful that we found each other. God bless you. Take care, and here's our offerings. Now, if your marriage is doing okay, but you could use a little help, you can just watch these videos. It's free. Or you could read my articles. They're free. Or you could take the next step. Get one of my books. We have 2 books. One is Lessons for a Happy Marriage, and the other is Breaking the Cycle. And the only difference is one is a little more complicated, because I wrote Breaking the Cycle for when I started to train marriage counselors into our system. Now, if your marriage is really like, oh my God, I don't know how long I could take this, then by all means, don't worry about the money. There's plans that start for less than $10 a week. Get the online course. We have one for women and we have one for men. They're both spectacular. And if both of you, and it's rare, but go to our website. And if your spouse wants to sign up too, they can, but later. First, you find out what it's all about. One thing I promise you is within days or weeks at the most, you will be blown away by the amazing changes that are happening already. God bless you. And please like this video, but more importantly, subscribe so you can get this entire series of the toxins that hit your marriage. I'm Paul Friedman. God bless you and take care.